Someone yells at me, calling me a stupid cat and demanding I swallow the thing already. I grumble back, asking if they could at least try to be a bit gentler with me for once. I wonder aloud whatever happened to that legendary empress and her mythical beast in the end. The answer comes. They supposedly ascended to become deities themselves. Now, they are out there somewhere, secretly watching over us. My poop scooper threatens to cut off my food supply if I don't get home this instant. No, no, I yell, panic-stricken. I am coming back right now. Some guy brags to his buddies that he successfully contracted a C-grade wind wolf. Another chimes in, disappointed that his is only a D-grade iron-skin pig. Someone tells him to just be grateful, since most people are stuck with D-grade beasts anyway. I realize with a shock that I've actually traveled back to the year 2026. In my previous life, I contracted the legendary Xidian Haitio. It took me hundreds of years of grinding to finally become an empress. And just as I was on the verge of ascending to godhood, that massive universal serpent showed up and swallowed the entire planet. If I can only contract the Abyss Black Dragon, the strongest pet from my past life, maybe, just maybe, I can defeat the universal serpent a century from now. The Abyss Black Dragon. I have to find it. Wait, why am I being tossed around like some cheap fish at a market by a thunder dragon fish? I let out a sharp cry of confusion. Another shout escapes me as everything goes haywire. I notice a young girl walking around barefoot, which seems a bit odd, doesn't it? She locks eyes with me, a gleam of triumph in her expression. I've been found. The Abyss Black Dragon, is that really you? This time, you belong to me and nobody else. I stare at my reflection and freak out. How on earth did I turn into a cat? I poke at my own furry body, trying to make sense of this madness. What is even happening to me right now? I let out a dignified, yet deeply frustrated, meow. I let out an involuntary cry of realization. It's all flooding back. This is definitely my past life. Suddenly, a voice echoes in my head. Devouring system initialized. System binding successful. My new journey begins. The system informs me I can gain evolution points by devouring anything and everything. Infinite evolution is finally within my reach. Wait a minute. Why did all the food in my stomach just suddenly vanish? This girl Luo Lingwei, with her terrifying aura, she's actually my owner? Oh, lunchtime. She must have realized I was starving. A fish, just for me. I knew I liked her. My path to godhood starts with a single bite. She starts chanting some weird mystical incantation. She's really going all out with these strange rituals. I watch her, wondering what on earth she thinks she's doing. Is she trying to summon spirits, or just putting on a show? Do people in the city really need a ceremony just to feed a cat? She's blessing the fish before giving it to me. Such a dramatic flair. I've had enough of the waiting game. I'm going for it. Consequences be damned. She's still chanting, talking about blood and sacrifice. It all sounds very epic, but I'm too hungry to care. Hey, it was just one fish. Don't look at me like I committed a crime. Is she really so mad she's literally spitting at me? Relax, human. A strange energy flares. The contract has been sealed. She thinks the future Black Dragon Emperor belongs to her now. My path back to immortality is just around the corner. My precious Black Dragon. My only hope for returning to the immortal path just got swallowed whole by a stray cat. She's screaming at me to give back the Black Dragon Emperor, as if I could just cough it up. This crazy woman actually looks like she wants to murder me. Time to go. I need to get out of here fast. System notification. Fireback Thunder Dragon Fish devoured. I gained 3 evolution points. Small steps, big rewards. I wonder, should I dump all my points into speed and max it out? She's staring at me, shocked at how incredibly fast I just moved. She gasps in disbelief. Usually, all I do is eat and sleep. Where did this sudden burst of agility come from? She reaches out, trying to grab me, but she's way too slow. I pause, wondering what weird gadget she's holding now. This is it. I'm done for, aren't I? She's definitely going to turn me into a catskin rug. She asks me, with a terrifying glare, what I think I'm doing. She keeps shouting about her precious dragon. Is she really convinced I'm some kind of dragon? I let out a startled sound. She's asking if I can actually understand her words. I let out a scoffing noise. Obviously, I can. We're bonded by a contract now, remember? Our souls are linked, for better or worse. I tell her, quite clearly, that I can't hear every annoying thing she says. It was just a fish. Why is she making such a big deal out of a snack? I'm a cat. Cats eat fish. It's practically a law of nature. She explains that the fish I just ate could have evolved into a real dragon in the future. Oh, so I just ate a top-tier legendary spirit item. Oops. Whatever, I'm not worried. I'll just devour more stuff and get stronger anyway. I'm sure I'll end up being just as impressive as that fish eventually. She tells me she needs to go out and do some shopping. She tells me to stay put. I wonder if she's actually buying anything tasty. She says she's off to buy herbs to refine some medicine. She warns me not to run around if I value my life. That woman's aura is just too overwhelming. It's practically suffocating me just by being near her. Something about this doesn't sit right with me. How does a normal high schooler possess such a bloodthirsty aura? And this obsession with the Black Dragon Emperor business. Either she's delusional, or she's hiding some massive secrets. I better do some investigating while she's away. Whoa, that is one massive wardrobe. Let's see what she's hiding. I poke around inside the wardrobe, feeling a bit skeptical. Seriously? It's just a pile of boring, everyday undergarments in here. It seems like, despite her fierce temper, Luo Lingwei actually has pretty normal taste in clothes. Wait, she's back already? That was way too fast. She walks in, calling out for me, the blue cat. She sees me in the wardrobe and glares as if I'm begging for a death sentence. I let out a startled, high-pitched noise. I desperately try to act innocent. It's all a big misunderstanding. She asks if digging through her underwear is supposed to be a misunderstanding. I insist that she really is jumping to conclusions here. How could a sweet, innocent cat like me have any sinister intentions? I tell her I was just hungry and looking for a snack. How was I supposed to know this drawer was full of her private stuff? She repeats the word hungry with a suspicious look. She remembers that I even dared to swallow the black dragon emperor whole. I guess I really am quite the professional food critic in her eyes. She grunts and demands I get out of her personal space. I decide to stay put. I'm not budging until she stops looking like that. She sighs and promises she won't hit me. She even offers to fetch me some food. I perk up. Is she for real? It smells divine, even if it's just starch and meat paste. My cat body's instincts are completely overriding my pride right now. She sets it down and tells me to eat up. I'm not a dog, you know. Why on earth is she tossing it onto the floor? She snaps at me to go eat on the floor and not get her bed dirty. I repeat that I am definitely not a dog. I am a cat. Cats are the masters of the house, not the servants. Can't she respect my boundaries? I am to be petted, not insulted. She calls me a lazy cat, rolling her eyes. If it weren't for the fact that a contract backlash would kill her too, she says she'd really like to toss me into a pressure cooker. Okay, color me impressed. She actually knows how to refine medicine. Watching her technique, this definitely isn't just child's play. She watches the heat closely. It's almost ready. And just like that, she's finished. My system pings. Consumable item detected. It's a chi blood pill. My eyes light up. If the system says I can eat it, then I'm eating it. Rules are just suggestions when you're hungry, right? Initiating Devour. System chimes. Chi blood pill consumed. Success. I've gained 5 evolution points. Another ping. 5 more points. Life is good. The points are rolling in, and I'm feeling great. Luo Lingwei yells, realizing I've just snacked on her pill. She shouts for me to stop, right there. I ignore her and check my internal status. System, how many points now? The system replies, 43 evolution points. I see I can evolve from a golden gradient into a shadow cat. Adding 7 points to agility. Let's do it. I dump the remaining 36 points into total evolution. I can feel the power of the shadow cat surging through me. This feels absolutely incredible. I zip across the room, leaving a blur behind. She watches, stunned by my sudden increase in speed. She's frantically trying to keep up, but I'm way too fast. She's staring, completely bewildered by what she's seeing. She tries to corner me, demanding I come here. I dodge her hand with ease, and again, just missing her fingers. She's getting frustrated, letting out little cries of annoyance. She begs me to just stop moving. She's whispering to herself, wondering how this is even possible. In her last life, the fireback thunder dragon fish was a god-tier beast. It took mountains of rare treasures to get it to grow, and it could only evolve at a snail's pace. But here I am, eating a few common pills and evolving on the spot. She thinks I'm a total freak of nature, and maybe I am. She asks me, wide-eyed, how I managed to do that. She wonders if I've finished my evolution. My fur has gone pitch black. Cool. My body feels so light, like I have zero weight at all. I bet I could just jump and stick to the ceiling effortlessly. System, pull up my stats. Maxed out agility, and I even unlocked a new skill. Not bad. That pill was definitely worth the trouble. She's shouting, demanding to know what's going on. She tells me to stop playing dumb. She knows I can understand her. I give her a smug look, so I evolved, so what? It really is that simple. Just eat and level up. She remembers the guy in her past life who went broke trying to raise a dragon. And here she has a cat that's so simple and brutal to upgrade. She starts cooing, telling me I'm such a good cat. She's laughing, practically giddy with joy. I struggle, trying to get away from her hugs. I demand she stop the kissing already. She's getting her spit all over my freshly evolved fur. Gross. I think to myself, lady, your behavior is just shameful. She keeps badgering me about what species I am now. She wants to know if I've awakened any special abilities. I inform the system I've evolved into a shadow cat. And yes, I've got a skill called Shadow Step. Shadow Step, huh? She's excited, demanding a demonstration immediately. It's funny, I'm a seasoned veteran of reincarnation, and yet she can't even sense I'm right here. She's panicking, shouting for me to show myself. I reveal myself, letting out a satisfied, smug sound. I look at her and ask if I'm looking sharp or what. She gasps, completely blown away by my transformation. She sighs, thinking her luck really is turning around today. Even though that black dragon emperor didn't work out, the heavens clearly sent me a divine cat instead. She starts lecturing me about stealing her fish and sneaking my way into her pills. I scoff. Stealing? Does that even count as stealing? It's a necessary investment for my future greatness, obviously. She asks me, with genuine curiosity, what else I need to keep evolving. I give a shrug. How should I know? It's all about the food, isn't it? She declares that she'll feed me and keep feeding me. She promises that if it's not enough, she'll just go buy more. She tries to feed me a cabbage, and I stare at it, confused. Does she think I'm some kind of pig? I'm a cat, you human. Have some respect for my diet. I spit it out immediately. This tastes like absolute garbage. These things have zero nutritional value. I'm gaining no experience points. She realizes the fish had spiritual energy inside it, and that the chi blood pill was refined from herbs. They were packed with spiritual energy. But these vegetables? Her eyes light up as she finally figures it out. She realizes I'm not just some indiscriminate garbage disposal. I can only process items that contain spiritual energy. Spiritual energy, the holy grail of my diet. She stands up, full of determination. She's going to buy more medicinal herbs. She vows to keep refining pills until she finally fills my bottomless stomach. I look up at her. Could we maybe try a different carrying position? This is incredibly uncomfortable, honestly. She tells me to stop squirming so much. Okay, that's better. I guess being a cat isn't so bad after all. I realize that being a pet, when treated well, has its perks. Wait, where exactly are you touching right now? I meow innocently. What is she talking about? I'm just a cat. Stop overthinking things. Kneading is a cat's natural instinct. Human. It's a sign of affection, like a baby missing its mother. Why does she have to be so complicated about everything? She tells me to quit playing the innocent card. She says she knows exactly what I'm like. She hasn't forgotten the underwear incident, that's for sure. I was totally framed. It wasn't intentional, I swear. She threatens to discipline me if I don't behave. Wow, this woman is one scary piece of work. A wise hero knows when to avoid unnecessary trouble. She walks into a shop, calling out to the owner for medicine. My system pings. Consumable item found. Shadow mushroom. Shadow mushroom. Just the name sounds like a gourmet treat. I let out an eager sound. She asks what I'm doing now. I point. I want that one. She looks at the shadow mushroom. She asks if that thing is actually edible. I urge her to buy it, right this second. It's definitely edible, I promise. I can devour it, no problem. She sighs and asks the boss for the whole jar. I can tell she's spending her last bit of cash on this. She really hopes this stupid cat of hers pulls through. I demand it now. I'm starving and need my fix. She asks if I can wait until we get home. She worries it hasn't even been washed yet. I tell her not to bother. I'm a cat, after all. Hygiene is for humans. I'm perfectly fine with a little dirt. She gives in and hands it over, sighing. Pure bliss. The system confirms. Shadow mushroom consumed. 2 evolution points secured. Give me more. The pings are constant as I devour the rest of the jar. She asks if I'm finally full now. She tells me we're going home if I am. She says she has to get back to refining her medicine. I protest. I'm not done exploring yet. It took so much effort to actually get out of the house. The world outside is overflowing with treasures. I just saw a fruit shop back there, filled with low-grade spiritual fruit. If I put in the effort to find them, evolution points are basically everywhere. She tries to put her foot down, saying she's too busy. She really doesn't have time for this. I try to charm her, just a little while longer. I give her a soft nudge. She notices me rubbing against her on purpose. I spot a massive building up ahead and get curious. It looks pretty grand and impressive. She explains that it's the Beast Tamer Guild, where beast tamers go for their official rankings. They pick up missions there too, and it's a massive marketplace for trading. All the rare taming materials are gathered inside. She points out the trading firm next door, where they sell beasts and beast eggs. Beasts for sale? Does that mean the place is filled with my own kind? That means they're all basically free snacks waiting for me. I demand she take me there immediately. I have to see it. She asks what the point is of going to the trading firm. She reminds me she doesn't have the cash to buy any beasts. Besides, a person can only contract one beast in their entire life. You can only swap them after reaching the 6th rank, and at a massive cost. But she doesn't realize I can evolve infinitely. I decide I'll just wait and see how things play out for now. F-grade cubs cost tens of thousands, she notes, and C-grade ones are over 100,000. I'm currently as broke as a church mouse. Is it really worth going in there just to feel miserable? She says looking doesn't cost a dime. Can I just broaden my horizons a little? I urge her to hurry up and get moving already. She agrees. Fine, fine, we'll go take a look. My system pings. Consumable item found. Flamehound. Another ping. Consumable item found. Windrunner bird. And another. Consumable item found. Thunderlight mouse. My mind is blown. So every single beast here is edible? This isn't a trading firm at all. It's a giant, all-you-can-eat buffet. I imagine the hound grilled to crispy perfection, and the bird deep-fried. I'm drooling already. I let out a hungry, desperate meow. I try to tell her I want that one, the one that smells like dinner. Yeah, I can definitely eat that one. My instincts are screaming that it'll be good for me. She asks if it's really good for me. I nod. It means I can keep evolving. She realizes, stunned, that I can evolve just by devouring other beasts. She sighs, pointing out that those are F-grade beasts for sale. Even the cheapest ones are 3,000 credits each. We are definitely too poor for that. I spot a turtle and think it looks like a decent snack. She shakes her head. That's an ironback turtle, 15,000 credits. What about that bird over there? Surely birds aren't that expensive? She tells me that bird is 8,000 credits. I glare at her. Why are we so broke? A full-course banquet is spread out before my eyes, but I'm forced to starve while looking at the menu. They say a dog doesn't mind a poor home, but I'm a cat with expensive taste. She asks me, why even own a cat if you're this poor? I let out a disgruntled snort. She echoes my annoyance with a huff of her own. Just wait until I get strong enough. I'm coming back to clear this place out for free. I guess everything in this city is just way out of our budget. A clerk walks up and asks if she's looking to buy a beast. She says no, she's just having a look around. I'm just here to window shop, she adds. I let out a little scoff of frustration. In my previous life, I was an empress, and the shop owners would have been groveling at my feet. Now, I'm just broke and embarrassed about it. I think it's time to stop complaining and just move on. The clerk eyes us, thinking poor people sure have a lot of attitude. He tells her to take her time, then. I let out a final, annoyed little grumble. Everything here looks so tasty. I want to try it all. If only I could buy the whole shop and eat until I burst. A voice calls out her name, Linwei. She turns around, surprised. It really is you, she says. I haven't heard that voice in years, she thinks. I size up the newcomer. She's definitely got some talents, I guess. He looks the part, I suppose, but he's probably got a head full of rotten ideas. Anyone who thinks they're handsomer than me is public enemy number one. She asks the guy, Lin Shui, what he's doing here. He says he's just here to buy a beast. He tells her that Jiahao and he just finished their shopping, and they were just about to head out. He mentions running into Jiahao was a total surprise. Jiahao lets out a surprised sound. He looks at me, exclaiming what a cute cat I am. He asks Linwei if this is the one she's raising. He remembers her cat was a golden gradient, right? When did it turn into a black cat? He wonders. She replies, oh, I just brought it out today. He asks if he can try holding me for a second. He says I look so well-behaved and adorable. She agrees, telling him to be careful with me. She warns him that I'm a bit shy around strangers. He picks me up, noting how soft I am. Is this the kind of treatment a reincarnated soul should be getting? He asks Lin Wei if she's here to buy a beast, too. He's curious which one she has her eye on. He offers that if she likes one but doesn't have the cash, he can easily cover a couple $100,000 for her. He acts like it's just loose change, frankly. I can't stand this guy's ego already. She tells him not to bother. She's already finished her contract. He seems genuinely shocked. Already finished? He asks how she did it so fast and what she picked. She points to him, saying it's the one he's holding right now. He looks down, asking if I'm really her contracted beast. He bursts into mocking laughter. He asks Lin Wei if she's having a laugh. He points out I'm just a plain cat. There's not even a single trace of energy coming off me. He asks if she's seriously calling me a beast. He wonders if she got scammed by someone. Or maybe she just gave up on herself entirely. He scoffs, asking why she'd just pick up some random stray cat to contract. Lin Wei snaps back, asking what business it is of his. She declares that this is her beast, and she likes it just fine. Thank you very much. I'm out here dreaming big, aiming for the heavens. Humph. These small-minded fools wouldn't understand my grand ambitions. Just you wait. Once I evolve into a world-devouring divine beast, I'll make sure to scare the living daylights out of you rubes. He lets out a smug, condescending laugh. He changes his tune slightly, stuttering a bit. He says that, well, cats are actually pretty nice. They can be quite adorable, he adds. He tries to be nice, saying Lin Wei's cat looks pretty smart. Maybe it has some kind of hidden talent, he suggests. Anyway, Lin Wei, let me show you my own beast. Come on out, Xiaoqing. He introduces his green spirit snake. It's got D-grade potential. He admits it isn't much of a fighter, but it's great for healing and support, apparently. He claims it's the perfect type of pet for a girl. He asks if it isn't just the cutest thing. I let out a sound of pure disgust. Seriously? A snake? He tries to pet me, telling me not to be scared. He tells me there's nothing to fear, kitty, kitty. He swears that Xiaoqing is very gentle, and that it doesn't bite. Does he honestly think a lawless, gluttonous cat like me would be scared? I'm currently busy deciding if this snake would taste better braised, or steamed to get the best nutritional value. I wonder, can you even eat this thing? I can definitely feel the energy pulsing inside it. It's got to be a nutritious meal, I'm sure of it. Fine, whatever, I'll play along. I let out a weary sigh. Talk about stingy. She clearly lacks the heart to be a true adventurer. He laughs, pointing out how I reacted. He mocks my precious beast, saying it's scared of a simple D-grade support snake. He scoffs, asking how she expects it to accomplish anything. Lin Wei tells him to dial it back a bit. She says cats being scared of snakes is perfectly normal. Normal, he sneers. He lectures her on how precious a tamer's contract is, and that wasting it on such a pet is just an absolute disgrace. He tells her to forget it. He's about to open her eyes. He's going to show her what a real combat beast looks like. He yells to the clerk, asking if his beast is ready. The clerk bows, saying it was prepared for young Master Jiahao a long time ago. He turns to Lin Wei, demanding she look closely. He points at his beast taming bracelet. It cost him 200,000, he brags. It makes it so easy to carry around, and even easier to summon his beast. He commands it to appear. It's a C-grade Windrunner wolf, a combat type. just to get his hands on it. His dad dropped 500,000 credits and pulled in a ton of favors to secure it. He asks if she's seen it now, Linwei. This is what a real beast looks like. He lets out a long, obnoxious, booming laugh. He taunts her, asking her to look at my pathetic state. He says his wolf has me completely terrified. He mocks me for shaking like a leaf. Linwei snaps at Jiahao, asking what he thinks he's doing. She tells him to stop letting his wolf bully me. She insists that I'm still just a baby. He tells her he's being serious, Linwei. He claims he's doing this for her own good. Keeping a garbage beast is just a waste of time, and a complete waste of resources. He suggests a better way. Since we're already here today, and it's such a coincidence, he says. He proposes we play a little game. She says she isn't interested and tries to leave, but he begs her not to rush. He taunts her, asking if she's scared. He mocks her, asking if she's afraid my cat will be swallowed whole by his wolf, or is she just worried about the embarrassment of losing? He reminds her that we're classmates, after all. He asks how she'll even be able to show her face at school, if she's too cowardly to even accept a little spar. She finally snaps, asking what he wants to play. It's very simple, he says. We'll just go to the beast arena and practice a bit. Your cat versus my windrunner wolf. He admits that he knows it's a bit unfair to her, so he won't make her fight for free. He says we need to bet something on the outcome. She asks, what kind of bet? He laughs, telling her if she loses, she has to stand in front of everyone and admit that her beast is complete trash. He adds that her taste in friends is just as pathetic. And on top of that, I want you to go on a date with me for a month. He tries to sound reasonable, saying it's just normal dinner and a movie. He promises he won't do anything else to her. He calls himself a gentleman, which, yikes, talk about a fake. His girlfriend lets out a shocked, angry cry. She demands to know what he's even talking about. She reminds him that she's his girlfriend, for crying out loud. How could he have the nerve to ask her best friend for something like that? He tells her to butt out, since this is between him and Luo Lingwei. He claims it won't affect their relationship at all. It's just eating, he insists. He tells her to stop being so small-minded. She shouts back, asking if she's really the one being small-minded. She screams that he's basically cheating right in front of her face. She tells him he clearly doesn't respect her at all. He tells her to quit making a scene here. He asks if she's not embarrassed yet. He tries to brush off her accusations of cheating. He says it's such an ugly word to use. He asks, did he ever say he wanted to break up with her? He turns back to Luo Lingwei, asking if she has the guts to take the bet. If you're too scared, then you can just admit it in front of everyone, and say that Luo Lingwei is inferior to me, and that your cat is just trash. Then, I'll let you go, he sneers. She looks at me, asking if I'm sure I can win. I think to myself, I'm not sure, but that wolf looks delicious. As long as I can get close enough to touch it, I'm confident I can take it down. Plus, don't you think this guy's face is just begging for a punch? Let's lure his wolf over here, and make him cry until he runs out of tears. She tells him she accepts the bet. He asks, really? But the stakes are unbalanced. If you lose, you have to spend a month with me. What about when you lose, she asks. He lets out a loud, mocking laugh at the thought. How could I possibly lose to a cat, beating my windrunner wolf? That'll happen when the sun rises in the west. He tells her, fine, name your price if I lose. If you lose, this wolf belongs to me. He tells Lin Wei that he must still be dreaming, if he thinks he's even capable of winning. You want to beat my windrunner wolf? He boasts that the wolf cost him 500,000 credits. Even if you sold that cat of yours, it wouldn't cover the tip of the price. He laughs, saying, sure, fine. If you can win, you can have the wolf, no problem. But we have a deal. Don't go crying and trying to welch on it later. His girlfriend yells at him, calling him by his nickname. She asks if he's totally lost his mind. That's 500,000 credits, she screams. And it's your contracted beast, too. How could you use that as a gambling stake? He snaps at her, asking if she's done making a scene yet. He repeats that he's already said his piece. This has nothing to do with you. He tells her to go home if she's just going to embarrass herself. She refuses to back down. She tells him that if he doesn't give her an explanation right now, she isn't going anywhere. She asks, you really want to go on a date with her? Fine, then let's break up. He laughs, calling her name and mocking the idea of a breakup. He tells her to get real about the situation. He asks, "Do you even have the status to dump me? The dress you're wearing? I bought it. The necklace you're sporting? I gave it to you. Even that pathetic snake you contracted just now. It was paid for with my money. You want to break up? Fine. Pay me back every cent. As soon as you've cleared your debt, you can get out of my sight for good." She takes off the necklace, saying she'll give it back. And the dress, too. She says she'll transfer the money for the dress immediately. She asks if there's anything else. He says the green spirit snake cost him 150,000 credits. He demands the cash or the snake right now. Otherwise, she isn't leaving. She gasps in disbelief. She says she's already bonded with the beast. He tells her that's her problem, not his. He gives her a choice: cough up the cash, or find a way to kill the snake, and bring me back the corpse, he says coldly. He's not picky, as long as he gets his money's worth. He demands to see the goods, or get his refund. He mocks her, asking why she's trying to act tough with no money. Didn't you have plenty to say just a moment ago? What? Did the cat get your tongue now? He tells her, I'll tell you something. If it weren't for the fact that you're still somewhat pretty, and could still be useful for entertaining me, he sneers. Plus, since you're Lin Wei's best friend, you can help me get closer to her. She snaps, asking if he really thinks she'd ever be into a guy like him. She cries out that she must have been blind to ever like a loser like him. He makes her feel absolutely disgusted now. She declares she'll pay him back for the beast. But she's done. They are officially broken up. He mocks her, asking if her little drama act is finally over. If you're done, let's get to the beast arena already. I'm still waiting to collect my prize wolf. He grins, saying fine, that's just perfect. He tells Luo Lingwei that she's asking for this trouble. You want my wolf, is that it? Fine. If you can actually beat my Windrunner wolf, you can go ahead and drag me away with it. I'll even write my name, Jiahao, backwards. But if you lose, 1 month of dating won't be nearly enough. I'm going to make you kneel down in front of everyone and kowtow 3 times to my Windrunner wolf. Then scream, I'm trash, 3 times at the top of your lungs. I let out a low, growling sound of irritation. Another growl escapes me as I watch this clown. I mentally urge her to hurry up and take the bet. Quit wasting time talking to this idiot. I'm so hungry I can barely stand it anymore. I'm definitely going to eat that wolf, and I'm going to make him kneel and call me daddy. She looks at him and says, fine. I'll give you exactly what you're asking for. Whoever loses this has to kneel, kowtow, and then lead the way out. He calls out to the waiter to open up a beast arena, the biggest, highest spec one they have. He says he wants everyone to witness just how this arrogant girl gets absolutely crushed. A crowd gathers, whispering about the Academy's campus beauty, Luo Lingwei. They agree that she's certainly beautiful enough, but they scoff, thinking her brain must be a bit mushy. Using a cat to fight a wolf? That's just suicide in a fluffy package. That wolf has C-grade potential after all, and he dropped 500,000 on it. This match will be over in a heartbeat, they bet. The official hands over the duel agreement and betting contract. He warns them that in the ring, anything goes, and if the beasts get mangled, the house isn't responsible. He tells her, don't worry, I won't go easy on you. He laughs, telling her to sign the papers. If you want to kneel and beg for mercy now, I might just let you off the hook. She looks down, asking me if I'm sure I can win. She worries that if we lose, neither of us is getting out of here in one piece. I purr to myself, this isn't a wolf. It's clearly my afternoon tea, gift wrapped and delivered. The match begins with a shout. He commands the Windrunner wolf to attack. He tells it to crush me and show me some real cruelty. I let out a sound of anticipation. The crowd gasps, thinking the cat has finally lost its mind. It isn't even bothering to dodge. They figure I must be scared stiff. They say they've never seen such a pitiful sight. The wolf lets out a frustrated growl. It tells me to try dodging this time. It snarls, wondering how long I think I can keep this up. I weave between its legs, feeling bored. It turns around, snarling, asking where I went. Where is that stupid cat hiding now? The crowd watches, shocked by my audacity. I signal the system. Time to wake up and get to work. Dinner is served. Let's start devouring. I let out a sharp cry. System notification. Wind type spiritual energy absorbed. 5 evolution points gained. The wolf lets out a panicked sound. Jiahao screams at the wolf, asking what it's doing. He yells for it to get moving already. He looks around, wondering where that cat went. He cries out that this is impossible. Absolutely, 100% impossible. Something is wrong. There's definitely something fishy going on here. How could my Windrunner wolf possibly lose? He complains that the cat didn't even touch it. He shouts that the cat must be using forbidden drugs in secret. He demands a redo. This match shouldn't count. I let out a sound of pure satisfaction. I actually won. The crowd murmurs, she actually won? This is completely beyond belief. Has that cat actually evolved into a spirit? Someone laughs, saying it's not a spirit. It's just an absolute intelligence gap. Look at the way the cat is looking at him. I'm pretty sure the cat is literally looking down on him. Someone says this girl must have incredible luck. That cat is definitely top-tier quality. I give a triumphant little chirp. She turns to Jiahao and tells him that the victor is decided now. She tells Jiahao that since he lost, that little performance of kowtowing and apologizing, it's about time he made good on it. He yells that she's dreaming. It doesn't count. He claims there must be something wrong with my cat. He threatens to file a complaint against her. He insists he doesn't accept the result, and he isn't handing over the wolf. I let out a smug little sound. . The official steps in, looking at this guy. He reminds them that their duel was under the protection of the Beast Tamer Guild. It's all in black and white. And you signed the contract yourself, he says. If you're trying to back out of the agreement, you're basically challenging the authority of the Beast Tamer Guild. He asks if he's prepared to deal with the consequences. Jiahao stares at his wolf, horrified. He screams that he didn't lose. I chuckle to myself. Look at how fast he went down on his knees. I watch him and think, you thought that just because you have family money and bought a decent beast, that you could act so arrogant? Trampling on others' dignity whenever you felt like it? But you forgot something. Without the shadow of your father's wealth, what are you even worth? I let out a playful, mocking chirp. I give a little stretch, feeling victorious. I meow with total, unadulterated pride. I let out a joyous, high-pitched laugh. He shouts at me to wait a second. Hee, finally free at last. I meow for her not to follow me inside. I'm going into seclusion, and I don't want anyone bothering me. This feels great, absolutely incredible. $500 points. I'm rich. I really hit the jackpot this time. This isn't just the peak of my cat life. I am officially a winner at life. System, initialize evolution. Dump all the points into my stats. I have to get stronger. I'm going to become a super invincible tiger. Wait, no, a super invincible shadow beast. She thinks it isn't worth much to sell, and killing it would be a shame. So she's leaving it for that greedy cat as a backup snack. The hands of the weak. I let out a little laugh. In this life, I can never repeat my past mistakes. It's not enough just to tame beasts. I have to train my physical body too. But body training requires a massive amount of rare treasures. And right now, I'm dirt poor. How can I even cultivate my past life's training techniques? Even if I sold this dump of a house, I couldn't afford a single rare treasure for training. It's impossible. The 100 Refinement Nirvana Technique. I'll just start by using this exotic beast to build a tiny foundation. Let's start with a little bit, just to get going. Yeah. I let out a triumphant sound. Shadow Strike, double critical damage plus bleeding effect. Now, let's see who dares to mess with me. I'll just stab them in the back, without them even knowing what hit them. That C-grade beast in the living room. I was only half full after the beast arena fight. The smell is drifting through the door, so inviting. If I just finish off the rest of it, I can definitely push into a higher level. I let out a hungry noise. Oh crap. System Devour. Wait, what the? Not even a bone left behind. Who did this? Where's my midnight snack? And where are my evolution points? Okay then. Case closed. She demands to know what I did to her wolf. I was the one who fought and bled to win that thing. She screams at me to stop making such a racket. She asks me, why am I yelling? She says she just took a little nap, and I went and ate her wolf. I thought you didn't want it anymore. You left it sitting in the living room all by itself, so I figured you didn't care about it. She yells that I'm full of it. She was just stuffed, and wanted to save it for a midnight snack. It was her emergency rations. Don't you get what emergency rations are? This woman is seriously impossible to reason with. I tell her, look, that wolf was a C-grade beast. My current body is way too weak. I needed its essence and blood to temper my body. If I get stronger, it's good for you too, isn't it? She scoffs. Good for me, my foot. That was a solid amount of evolution points. She tells me to quit playing these games. She insists that she doesn't care. I have to compensate her. I sigh, fine. Quit your whining. This one's on me. Next time we find a kill, no matter what it is, you get to eat first and absorb the vital energy. Once you're stuffed, then I'll take whatever's left of the flesh and blood. Happy? I ask, are you for real? She stands tall and says, I am a... I keep my word. I purr, thinking that's a bit better. So, from now on, you'll just be eating the scraps left by this cat king. She asks what kind of evil technique I was using earlier. To drain that wolf until it looked like that? She notes that aren't all beast tamers supposed to train their mental strength? As long as your mental strength is high enough, you can control stronger beasts, right? She tells me I only know the first part, but not the second. Only cultivating the spirit and not the body. That's a path to an early grave. No matter how strong your mental energy is, your body is still as fragile as glass. Once an enemy gets close or your beast is tied down, the tamer becomes nothing but a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. True powerhouses must cultivate both spirit and body to be truly invulnerable. Only with a strong enough physical body can you survive on the battlefield. I think to myself, she's actually ahead of the curve, poop scooper. That's not like all those other basic tamers out there. Maybe she's actually got something going on. She whispers that I seem to have evolved again. I roll my eyes. Long hair, short common sense. She really hasn't seen the world, has she? I give a little sigh. She says, well, since you're so unique, I'll stop keeping secrets from you. Let's trade our secrets. I meow gossip. I love a good gossip session. She confesses that she's actually a reborn soul. In her past life, she reached the peak of humanity and was honored as the Empress Lingwei. Even 9th-rank divine beasts had to bow their heads before her. An Empress reborn? This is getting a bit cliché, isn't it? Isn't this just the plot of some cheap novel? She says she ultimately fell from grace, unfortunately. So she was reborn back to when she was 18. In this life, she's going to make up for all her regrets. And that fireback thunder dragon fish I ate was actually the future Black Dragon Emperor. She had planned to contract it early in this life. But instead, I ended up swallowing it in one bite. But wait, that doesn't add up. The fish only gave me 3 evolution points? What was that weird line about? She says her secret is out now. Now it's my turn. She asks what species I am, and if my body holds the bloodline of some ancient divine beast. I meow innocently. How should I know? I'm just a little kitty cat. I just feel hungry, and I want to eat whenever I see something. And after I eat, my body gets hot, and then I get stronger. Isn't that just normal? She asks if I don't know it's just because I'm hungry. Yeah, doesn't everyone grow by eating? Or maybe you just grew too early, and now you don't grow no matter how much you eat? I give a little snort. A man walks up, asking for Luo Lingwei. He introduces himself as Jia Hao's father. Jia Tianxiong, here on business. I scoff. He's acting like he doesn't know the answer. He claims that Windrunner Wolf cost him a fortune. He says the kid didn't know better, and that gambling like that shouldn't count. He tells her to hand the wolf back over now, and they can call it a day, or else. She retorts that a man of his word should accept a lost bet. It was signed in black and white, a life and death pact. The Beast Tamer Guild has witnessed it in black and white. Is his family really trying to renege in public? He offers her 100,000 credits to hand the wolf back now. She says the wolf is already contracted, so it's useless to him anyway. She says taking the money and leaving is best for everyone. I meow, sorry, but that wolf is actually really useful to me. He asks, what use is a wolf that already lost? I think I'm gonna eat it for meat. I meow, great job, poop scooper. I think that old guy actually wants it back in his dreams. It's all going to be meat in my belly. He's still whining about that 500,000 credit Windrunner wolf, and the fact that I'm treating it like a snack. He lets out a harsh, angry huff. He tells her she really doesn't know what's good for her. He claims that in the South City, nobody dares to mess with his family, the Jia clan. Suddenly, Jia Hao lets out a terrified scream. He shouts, Dad, it's dead, it's dead. His father asks, what do you mean it's dead? Jia Hao cries out that the Windrunner wolf is gone. He says he can't feel its presence anymore. The contract bond has been severed. His father growls, how bold of her. Destroying my pet like that. She dared to mess with something worth 500,000 credits? Does she really think my clan is made of clay? She really thinks she can do whatever she wants just because she's in the Beast Tamer Academy? He shouts for someone to come in. The assistant replies, yes, boss. He tells him to call Principal Duanmu at the Beast Tamer Academy. Tell him I'd like to invite him to dinner tonight to talk about some sponsorship for the school. Also, go look into Luo Lingwei's background for me, since she wants to play games. I'll be happy to keep her company. I whisper to my poop scooper. That old guy is probably about to explode from rage. I saw the wolf take its last breath earlier. I ask, so the contract bond broke? Probably. Since I sucked the Windrunner wolf's essence dry, it naturally lost its vitality. That contract backlash is going to be a real treat for Jia Hao. He'll be bedridden for at least half a month. Consider it a tiny little lesson for that deadbeat. I tell her, forget about them for now. I need to refine some medicine and solidify my current cultivation level. Go play by yourself. Just try not to tear the house down. I think this woman may be fierce sometimes, but she is genuinely beautiful. I really want to reach out and touch her, just once. I let out a soft meow. She calls me a naughty cat. I meow, asking, what are you doing, poop scooper? It's way too early to be waking me up. She reminds me that I'm a male cat, and asks if I understand the concept of personal space. Who said you could crawl onto my bed to sleep? And you're even lying on top of me. I'm warning you. If you keep crawling all over me, I'm going to. I meow, asking what she's looking at. She calls me a little pervert, saying that if I don't get fixed, I'll be a total nightmare when I'm in heat, peeing everywhere, and running away from home, for your own healthy development, and for the sake of the house's hygiene. Maybe we should find time to visit the pet clinic, and snip those 2 little bells of yours off. She says she read online that it makes cats super well behaved, and lets them live longer too. I hiss, you dare? If you dare to snip my bells, I'm going to tear your house down. I'll drag every single one of your clothes out of the closet, and dump them on the security guard downstairs. She yells at me to drop her clothes. I just meow at her. I meow again. Come on, don't do it. If you don't promise, I'm dragging all your pretty clothes downstairs to hand out as flyers. She lets out a defeated sigh. She tells me to behave myself at school and don't get into any trouble. If the department head catches you, I'm going to turn you into a cat stew. I think, school, here I come. And all the pretty ladies, your favorite cat is here. I let out a little chirping sound. Oh wow, poop scooper. Look at those legs on that girl. I meow, that one's not bad either. Her skin is so smooth. That one in the skirt isn't afraid of the cold, huh? But I'm not complaining. I like it. She snaps at me, telling me to act a little more composed. If I keep gawking, she's going to cover my eyes. I think everyone loves beauty. Cats are no different. I'm just appreciating the aesthetic, obviously. I purr. Her fur looks so shiny. Almost like satin. A student asks Lin Wei if that's her beast. She asks if she can pet me, and I wow. Pet away, pet away. I don't charge for the service. I meow and laugh. This is the life. The girl coos, saying I'm such a clingy cat. She squeals, meow, you're just too cute. I think, hey, I want a hug too, come on. Lin Wei scoffs at me, watching me fawn over all these girls. She sighs, saying I'm basically just selling myself to whoever has the best treats. She tells me to knock it off. We need to get to class. We can play more later. I let out a desperate, dramatic wail as she pulls me away. Wait, I didn't get their WeChat info yet. I grumble as she drags me along. A group of students is whispering behind us. They say that Wang Chong from the next class just contracted a D-grade armored bull. His defense stats are absolutely insane, they say. Another student scoffs, saying that's nothing. They brag that our class monitor's Firebird is the truly handsome one. It's a flying type, after all. A girl chimes in that her parents bought her an E-grade phantom butterfly. Sure, it has no combat power, but at least it's pretty to look at. Then someone asks if everyone knows what our campus beauty, Luo Lingwei, actually contracted. What kind of beast is it? Everyone shrugs, saying they have no idea. They've never even heard of her visiting a trading firm. I let out a soft humph. I chuckle to myself. Listen up, poop scooper. We've hit the jackpot. See that? The bird on the left, that snake on the right, and that turtle that looks like a walking tin can in the back. They're all edible snacks. Lin Wei snaps at me, telling me to be quiet. She tells me to behave myself for once. I wonder, why haven't I seen her? That big facial cleanser from yesterday? Did she not come to school today? A girl approaches, mocking our school beauty, Luo Lingwei. She heard you finally contracted a beast. Everyone was dying of curiosity, but turns out, it's just a real, honest-to-goodness cat. The group breaks into loud, obnoxious laughter. She asks if Lin Wei's family is really that broke, that she couldn't afford a real beast, so she had to pick up a stray off the street to fill the spot. Does this thing even have an F-grade rating? You brought this to school? You're insulting every beast tamer here. I hiss at her, telling her to get lost. You dirty cat. Don't get your grime on my. My precious heart. Oh, my poor lizard. You bastard. I'm going to destroy you. Someone yells at Luo Lingwei, asking what she thinks she's doing. You're going to lay a finger on my cat? I pounce. She lets out a sharp cry. The director storms in, asking what's going on here. School just started, and you're already brawling in the classroom? Is there no sense of discipline anymore? Who started this? The girl points to me, saying it was him. His cat scratched my lizard, and he even started hitting people. The director looks at Luo Lingwei, asking if his cat really scratched her rock lizard. He tells her that the principal's office just called, and specifically asked to see her. And you'd better bring that troublemaking cat along, too. Follow me. I let out an indignant huff. Poop scooper. Is that old guy in front of us going through menopause? He's got quite the temper, doesn't he? Just wait. If that principal person dares to bully you, I'm going to shred his office's leather sofa to pieces. She whispers to me to shut up and stay quiet. Principal Duanmu shouts that she's got a lot of nerve. Why aren't you saying anything? Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused this time? Harming a classmate's beast, causing the student psychological trauma, to the point where they're still lying in the hospital. Now, people are coming to complain to me directly. How am I supposed to show my face in public? That was Jiahao's C-grade Windrunner Wolf. Do you have any idea what kind of loss that is? Our Nanxing Beast Tamer Academy has been around for so long, but we've never produced a student as vicious as you. I meow. Ugh, this old guy just spit all over my face. I asked the principal if he's finished yet. If you're done with your speech, then please, take a look at this. This is the gambling contract Jiahao and I signed. Life and death are fated. Wealth is determined by heaven, and in a dual wager. And it explicitly states that injuries or death are all part of the game. And the bet is written out in crystal clear terms. If he loses, his Windrunner Wolf belongs to me. The wolf is mine now, and I can do whatever I want with it. Whether I want to braise it or kill it. What does that have to do with the school? And what does it have to do with Jiahao anyway? I tell him, stop trying to use your position to pressure me. I'm telling you, Luo Lingwei, this is a school, not some backyard beast arena. We're all classmates here, seeing each other day in and day out. Do you really have to be so ruthless about this? Jiahao is your classmate. Destroying his beast is the same as destroying his entire future. You're being incredibly selfish, and cold-blooded, too. I ask, when he forced me to kneel and kowtow, did he ever stop to think I was his classmate? When he was humiliating Lin Shui and forcing her to pay up, did he ever think that she was his girlfriend? Now that you can't afford to lose, you run to parents and principals to put on the pressure? Is this what you call classmate camaraderie? I scoff, Principal Duanmu. If you want to stick up for Jiahao, just say it out loud. Why go through all these crooked hoops? He roars, Luo Lingwei, let me tell you something. With the attitude you're showing today, I could give you a major disciplinary mark, or even have you expelled. You think I can't? With just one word from me, I can make sure you won't be able to attend any beast taming school in Nanxing. I let out a smug little laugh. Fine, expel me then. I didn't want to stay in this place anyway, meow. I whispered to my poop scooper, wait, don't. If we actually leave, where else am I going to see all those lovely legs on campus? He shouts for her to get back here. He tells someone to go call her homeroom teacher immediately. He grumbles, this is totally out of control. Completely out of control. What kind of student is she anyway? The aide stutters, yes, sir, right away. He shouts at the teacher, look at the kind of student you've been teaching. Disrespectful to elders. Completely lawless. Hurting classmates. And even talking back to the principal. Teacher Chin, is this the kind of class you're running? The teacher tells the principal to calm down. Take a breath. Luo Lingwei is usually such a well-behaved child. Maybe this is just because of the contract stuff. She's just in a bad mood. He yells, so just because she's in a bad mood, she can go around killing and setting fires? I don't care what her reasons are. She needs to be dealt with today. Teacher Chin, I want you to write a disciplinary report for me immediately. Record a major demerit and issue a school-wide criticism. If she still refuses to apologize, expel her, principal. Isn't that a bit too harsh? I've heard how things went down. And Jiahao was the one who provoked her first. The principal snaps, Chin mushing. Am I the principal, or are you? I told you to write it, so write it. Why so much backtalk? If you don't want the job anymore, then you can just get out with her. Who is it? Can't you see I'm busy? Oh, Secretary Liu, hello. Haha, what are you saying? The City Lord's inspection team is arriving tomorrow? A day early? Okay, no problem. No problem at all, absolutely not. Our school will definitely give it our full cooperation. I'll make sure the leadership is satisfied. Oh yes. Teacher Chin. About that disciplinary report, go write it up, and get it to me before tonight. But right now, there's something even more important to deal with. What is it? Did you not hear that phone call just now? People from the City Lord's office are coming tomorrow. Every single third-year student. Anyone who can make it has to be there. This is our chance to show off the quality of our school's teaching. At this critical moment, we cannot afford a single mistake. Okay, I understand. Principal, I'll go arrange everything right now. I whisper to my poop scooper. I tell her that slippery old principal is definitely up to no good. That old fox, he's definitely taken a bribe from that old geezer, Jia Tianxiu. I know the Jia clan has quite a bit of influence in Nanxing, and that money-grubbing old man was always going to target you. She asks me, so what are you planning to do? Are you really just going to drop out? I tell her, even though I'm just a cat, I have to remind you of something. The girls in this school might not be as pretty as you, but their legs are still pretty easy on the eyes. If we really leave, where on earth am I going to see so many fresh, pretty students from now on? She scoffs. Fine, I won't go to school then. What's the big deal? I already learned everything they teach in this school in my past life. Going through it all again. Do you really think a tiny little diploma can hold me back? Besides, at my current rate of cultivation, the things this school can teach me are extremely limited. She sighs, saying, you might not care, but I certainly do. All these campus beauties. They were all part of the empire I conquered, and now you want to just throw it all away? Teacher Chin shouts for everyone to sit down and stop whispering. She calls for Luo Lingwei to step outside. I let out a soft sound. Let me guess, are you going to write that disciplinary report for me? A major demerit, or just a straight-up expulsion? She sighs, saying, oh, you girl. You know exactly what's going on, don't you? If you knew how things were in the principal's office, why couldn't you just swallow your pride a little? Even just faking it would have worked, you know. Don't you know exactly what kind of person Principal Donghua is? His heart is smaller than the tip of a needle. She tells the teacher, it wasn't my fault. Jiahao was the one who started it. He was the one who insisted on the duel. I was just taking back what belonged to me. Why should I be the one to apologize? She sighs, saying, I know you're in the right. But sometimes, being right isn't enough to get through this world. The Jia clan is pressuring us, and the principal wants to use this as an example. You're the only one who's going to end up suffering for this. I have to write that disciplinary report. It's a direct order from the principal, and there's nothing I can do about it. She says, that's fine, just write it. I'll just quit school, it's no big deal. She cries, oh, why are you such a stubborn mule? What nonsense are you talking about? If you don't go to school, what are you going to do? Become some street thug? Don't you know that if you get a black mark on your beast tamer file, no legitimate institution is ever going to hire you? She asks the teacher, then tell me, what am I supposed to do? She says, well, it's not completely hopeless. Word just came in from the city lord's office that an inspection team is coming to the school tomorrow. This inspection is primarily focused on the third-year students' beast contracts. They're holding a comprehensive aptitude test. Lingwei, this is your only chance. If you can show them enough talent and potential in tomorrow's test, you can let the city lord's people see your value. No matter how much Principal Duanmu wants to target you, he'll have to think twice about it. After all, talented beast tamers are the resources that every faction fights over. If you're strong enough, all the rules can be bent for you. This beast aptitude test mainly measures the beast's grade, potential, and combat capability. Oh, by the way, I haven't asked you yet. What exactly is the beast you contracted? I heard it was a cat. She calls me over. I leap onto the table. I let out a little sound. She stares at me, shocked. So this is your beast? Wow, it really is a cat. She asks, Lingwei, how could you be so foolish? Even if your family didn't have money, we could have applied for a student loan. We could have bought a slightly better beast. She tells her, teacher, I appreciate your concern, but I haven't given up on myself. My cat isn't just an ordinary cat. It's the most suitable beast for me. As for tomorrow's test, don't worry, I won't let you down. She sighs, looking resigned. The teacher shouts for everyone to be quiet. A sudden notice from the city lord's office. The beast aptitude test has been moved up to tomorrow. Everyone better get prepared, and fast. I let out a startled, slightly muffled cry. Why is it moved up already? My ironback pig hasn't even learned how to charge yet. I meow, looking for an opening. Linwei. Huh. I chirp happily. She laughs, asking why I'm being so affectionate all of a sudden. I breathe in, that scent of her bedding. It smells better than any fancy high-end aromatherapy. The best part is when Lin Shui tosses me to the ground. She tells her, don't spoil him so much. Linwei says it's fine, really it's fine. She coos, saying I'm just too cute. She laughs as I rub against her. She asks, why are you here? Didn't you take the day off today? Linwei. I came to say goodbye. She asks, where are you going? She says she told her parents everything last night. Jiahao's side is demanding we pay for the green spirit snake. It's hundreds of thousands of credits. Our family just can't come up with that much money. And Jiahao is pushing us really hard, saying if we don't pay up, he'll sue us. He even threatened to send people to make trouble at my dad's workplace. My parents talked it over all night, and we had no choice. We decided to sell our house. After selling the house and paying the debt, there's not enough left to buy another place in Nanjing. As luck would have it, I have an aunt in the provincial capital who said she could help my parents find work over there. So we're planning to move to the provincial capital. She asks, do you really have to go? The house is already going through the agency process. I guess we'll be moving out in the next couple of days. Linwei, I'm so sorry. I can't go to school with you anymore. But I heard the provincial capital has even better taming resources. I'll work hard once I'm over there. You have to do your best too. Strive to get into the provincial beast taming university. Then we can be together again. Linwei promises. I give you my word. I will definitely come to the capital to find you. We'll be the best of sisters again then. I let out a soft meow. She asks if I'm trying to comfort her. She calls me such a good boy. Okay, Linwei, I have to head back now. I still have to help my parents pack. Take care of yourself, okay? I let out a huff. That Jiahao is truly despicable. I tell my poop scooper, don't just sit there getting angry. Getting mad doesn't solve anything. Revenge is the only way to go. She asks, what are you trying to do? I meow. I'm hungry. I want some wolf meat jerky for lunch. She tells me the shop is closed for lunch. Of course they take a lunch break. The trading firm has strict labor laws, you know. I ask, what about tonight? She says it's the same deal at night. What? Do you expect them to be open 24/7? I mean, do they always keep the doors locked like that? I wonder, aren't they afraid of thieves? She says, who would dare? It's the Beast Tamer Guild's firm. The guild is right next door. As soon as the alarm sounds, 5 or 6 high-ranked tamers will show up instantly. That alarm system, though? I meow. This pathetic school doesn't even have air conditioning. They should just go out of business already. She asks what I'm doing. I tell her to stop moving. I'm just borrowing a spot to sleep. The desk is too hard. It's killing my back. I let out a muffled sound. I continue muttering to myself. The group leader is giving a speech. The girl yells, you stinking cat. Get out of here. I hiss, should keep it down. It's nice and cool in here. And it's dark too. Perfect for a nap. Don't be so stingy. I'm just borrowing a nest to take a quick snooze. I haven't done anything wrong, have I? Besides, we already signed a contract. Our souls are linked. What's the big deal about me taking a nap? She snaps, enough chatter, we're going home. I meow, poop scooper. I want some sugar beans. She yells at me, eat, eat, eat. Is that all you ever do? I spent a fortune on those herbs to refine these. So try to make them last a little longer. The system pings, low-tier chi blood pill devoured. I gain a whopping 1 evolution point. I pause. Why only 1 point? I clearly remember getting 5 points for this yesterday. System pings again, low-tier chi blood pill devoured. Another single point added. I groan in frustration. Is this system bugged or something? Wait, no, it's drug tolerance. My body has hit a bottleneck in absorbing these low-tier pills. Looks like just popping pills isn't going to cut it anymore. I need to track down a fresh, higher quality energy source. I whisper to my poop scooper, hey, do you think the beasts in that firm could possibly pass away while they're still inside? She says, theoretically, it's possible. Some of the cubs are just physically weak, and combined with climate stress, are fighting each other. Losing 1 or 2 is pretty normal, but the shopkeepers usually handle that stuff really quickly, so the customers don't have to see it. Once in a blue moon, losing 1 or 2 is totally standard. But if they lose too many, that's when things get suspicious. I can't just drain all the energy like I did with that wolf. No way. I have to practice sustainable devouring. Just take 50% from each of them. Keep them weak, but don't actually kill them. She asks, what are you laughing about? Why do you have such a creepy look on your face? I say, nothing. I'm just thinking tonight's moonlight is beautiful. Perfect for a walk. And perfect for grabbing a bite to eat. She mutters that this color cat only ever thinks about food. I let out a soft sound. I chirp, good mama. I let out a little cry. I grunt softly. What a stroke of bad luck. Working overtime every single day. Shadow step activated. System, consumable creature detected. F-grade ironback turtle. System, consumable creature detected. E-grade firebird. System, consumable creature detected. D-grade brutal ape. Pings are going crazy now. System, host detected within range of the trading firm. Do you wish to enable the Devour function? This isn't just some measly trading firm. This is my personal royal kitchen. My dear concubines, since you're all stuck here all day without exercising or digesting, then I'll be happy to help you with that. Which lovely concubine should I start with? F-grade junk. 2 little evolution points. And the energy is all messy. It's like drinking some watered-down, low-quality soda. If I'm going to eat, it has to be the good stuff. Target acquired. Firebird. Quality. Common. Level 1. Attribute. Fire. Skill. Flame jet. You'll do. Fire type spiritual energy. Here I come. It's got a spicy kick to it. Kind of like a spicy hot pot. It's exactly what I was craving. System Devour. Consuming D-grade firebird. Beginning energy absorption. Absorbing fire-type energy. Success. 2 evolution points gained. This feels absolutely amazing. It's like taking a sip of hot ginger tea in the middle of winter. Every pore on my body is buzzing with it. Okay, it's got 1 breath left. Energy at about 50%, not dead yet. Nice, next one. Earth-type spiritual energy. Very hearty texture. Like a compressed ration, keeps me full for ages. Earth-type energy absorbed. 2 more evolution points gained. That should be enough for now. I let out a soft sound. Can't get to the ones with the tight cages. The F-grade ones are too lean, I can't be bothered. Time to punch the clock. Not worth the evolution points. And just a waste of my time. Still, this batch really filled me up. I feel like I've struck it rich overnight. My whole cat life has just been elevated to a new level. Time to head back and get my beauty sleep. She barks, Ba. Where did you go? Oh crap, I've been caught red-handed. She's standing there like a cold, heartless judge doing a midnight inspection. I meow. I didn't go anywhere. It was just too stuffy in the room. So I stepped out for a breath of fresh air and managed to catch a couple of mice while I was at it. I say, look, didn't I come back just like I said I would? She snaps, if you were really catching mice. Then where are the mice? She tells me not to give her that I'm a kind-hearted animal lover act. You caught them and just let them go? Damn, this woman is really a pain in the neck. Obviously, I ate them. Did you want me to bring them back as trophies for you to display? I'm not some kind of freak who keeps rotting remains by my pillow to look at while I sleep. I'm a cat with high morals and standards, thank you very much. She mocks my claim of having high morals. High standards? Coming from a perverted cat that spends all day ogling girls? Fine, you're just too much. Since you're finally back, hurry up and get to sleep. We've got the aptitude test at school tomorrow. Tossing and turning all night, and digesting all that energy is hard physical labor, you know. Sleeping sounds like exactly what the Emperor wants right now. I let out a soft meow. Why are you looking so grumpy just because I'm taking over the big bed? I huff in annoyance. She asks what I think I'm doing. That's your bed over there. From now on, you sleep there. No more climbing onto my bed. Why not? Your godcat is the reason you succeeded. I helped you win that match just yesterday, and today you're banning me from the bed? Talk about kicking the cat after the win. She says no means no. You can meow all you want, it won't change anything. You're a male cat, and I'm a girl. Don't you understand that men and women shouldn't be so intimate? Do you get it? And besides, who knows where you went wandering off to earlier? You're absolutely filthy, now get some sleep. This woman just uses me and tosses me aside. She's completely heartless. Is this dump really where a cat god is supposed to sleep? Especially this miserable floor. The cold is seeping right into my bones. Forget it. I've got more important things to do. System, initiate evolution. Whether it's race or skills, whatever I can grow it all. System, as you wish. A lotus flower blooms. I feel better than I ever have in my entire life. System, pull up my stats. Race, Shadow Cat, high level. Holy crap, the power spike is absolutely insane. Almost at the level of a clawed cat demon. All stats are at 100. Pure, unadulterated strength. All core skills are up to level 4. In the taming world, every level up is a quantum leap. But reaching level 4 is just god tier. Do you have any idea how much resources a normal tamer would have to dump into that? Heh, I just had to finish one buffet. This is what a real cheating life looks like. If I run into that idiot Jiahao again, and go head-to-head with his Windrunner wolf, I'll absolutely destroy him. I'm a dignified cat god reincarnate. I'm not sleeping on this garbage. You heartless woman, you forced my hand. That fragrance of her bedding smells better than any high-end aroma. And the best part, it's so soft and comfy. Being a cat is the best. I'll be a cat in my next life, too. Gotta get to school tomorrow and pull off a huge show. Is the heated blanket leaking? She screams. I meow, oops. I yowl, let go. Let's talk about this like rational beings. What did I tell you last night? I told you to sleep in the cat nest. You just ignored everything I said, right? I meow, I'm just cold. Do you have any idea? Look at this hard, cold floor. It's like an icebox at night. Are you trying to freeze the Emperor to death just to steal the throne? It's freezing. It's the middle of summer. I'm about to turn on the AC and you're telling me you're cold? You're a cat, not a hairless pig. Is that coat of fur just for show? Wait a second. You. Wait a minute. Did you evolve again? It's only been one night. Did you sneak some kind of growth hormone behind my back? Or did you go out in the middle of the night to steal some rare heavenly treasure? Oh, I evolved too fast, and now I've been caught. I meow, what are you even talking about? I don't have a clue what you mean. Quit playing dumb with me. Even for an S-grade potential divine beast, that kind of growth rate is just straight up ridiculous. What kind of freak are you, anyway? But hey, forget how you did it. This is good news for us. Looks like I don't need to worry about today's aptitude test anymore. I ask, so where am I sleeping tonight? She says, let's keep business and pleasure separate. You are never allowed to climb onto my bed again. It's a matter of principle. If I catch you doing it one more time, I will. I'll snip those two little bells right off. This woman is absolutely vicious. I scoff. Back when I was a golden gradient, didn't you used to cuddle me in your sleep every single night? I don't remember you having any principles then. She says the past is the past, and the present is the present. Back then, I didn't know you were such a perverted cat. The students are whispering, did you hear? The city lord might be coming in person to inspect today. For real? City Lord Zhao Yanlong. He's the #1 powerhouse in Nanqing, a 6th rank beast tamer. Why would I lie to you? Look at the principal. He's dressed up like a bridegroom today. He's been hovering over there for ages. Man, if you could just show your face in front of the city lord and get a word of praise, you could walk around Nanshang like you own the place. Hey Chen Hao. Why haven't we seen Jiao Hao yet? He's the pride of our class, after all. He was bragging in the group chat the other day about contracting that C-grade Windrunner wolf. How could he miss an event like this? He says he's mostly recovered now, and he's got a great show planned for us today. What kind of show? Is it related to you-know-who, Luo Lingwei? That arrogant woman offended Jiao Hao. Does she really think she'll have a good time today? I bet she's too scared to even show up. I mean, she contracted a stray cat that isn't even F-grade quality. Coming here would just be a total embarrassment. As soon as her test results are out, and the big screen shows a grade 5, bottom tier rating, everyone's going to be laughing their heads off.